Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a major global report that paints a pretty stark picture of our world. But we're not just going to look at the whole globe. We're going to zero in on what it all means for a very specific place, the business world in Eastern Europe.
So, just so we're all on the same page, everything we're about to talk about comes from the World Economic Forum's 21st Global Risks Report. Now, this thing is massive, so we're going to laser focus on the parts that are really going to hit home for the Eastern European business sector.
And right off the bat, here's the headline that really sets the mood. 50% of the global experts they talk to are bracing for a turbulent or even stormy couple of years. And get this, only a tiny 1% think things will be calm. That's a powerful and honestly pretty sobering way to start.
So to really get what's facing a business in Warsaw or a startup in Tallinn, we've got to pull the camera back first. We need to see the big global picture. And according to this report, that picture is of a world standing right on the edge of a cliff.
The number one takeaway is that we've stepped into what they call a new age of competition. You know, those old rules about countries working together? Well, they're starting to fray. Nations are using their economies like weapons, trust is evaporating, and the entire system that's kept things relatively stable for decades is, well, it's in trouble.
Okay, so let's get specific. What exactly are these big threats? The report asked over 1,300 experts from all over the world, business, government, you name it, to rank the most severe risks we're facing. So what's keeping them up at night?
And here it is at number 1, geoeconomic confrontation. Now, this isn't just your typical trade squabble. Oh no, this is about countries strategically using economic tools. We're talking sanctions, tariffs, investment blocks, as weapons to get a political edge. It's a world where economies are literally the new battlegrounds. Coming in at a very close second is something we all see every single day: misinformation and disinformation. The report makes it super clear. This isn't just an annoyance. It's something that tears societies apart, poisons public debate, and makes it almost impossible to solve any other problem. I mean, how can we fix things if we can't even agree on what's real?
And that, of course, leads right into risk number 3, societal polarization. The more divided we become, the more politics just grinds to a halt. Governments get stuck, unable to actually respond to crises. And here's the key. These 3 huge global risks, we're about to see how they play out in very real, very specific ways across Eastern Europe.
All right, so that's the stormy global forecast. Now it's time to bring it all back home. Let's see how these huge, kind of abstract global risks are actually being felt on the ground by business leaders in Eastern Europe.
Because, for them, this isn't just a headline in a report. These are immediate, direct threats to their operations, their supply chains, and their people. And the way we know this is through something called the Executive Opinion Survey. Now, this is absolutely crucial. This isn't just some outside expert guessing what a country is worried about. This is the real deal. It's data from over 11,000 business leaders inside these countries, telling us in their own words what's really keeping them worried.
And when you dive into that data for Eastern Europe, a really clear story starts to emerge. It's like the region's entire business community is fighting a battle on 2 different, though sometimes overlapping, fronts. First up, there's what we can call the economic squeeze. This is that fundamental gut-level anxiety about economic stability, and believe me, it is widespread. And this slide just says it all. I mean, just look at this list. It doesn't matter if you're in Bulgaria or Hungary or Ukraine, business leaders across the board are ranking either a bad economic downturn or runaway inflation as one of their top 5 biggest fears. It's like a constant, low-level hum of anxiety across the entire region. But layered right on top of that economic worry is the second front. And this one is much sharper, much more immediate, especially for businesses in countries that share a border with Russia. This is the geopolitical frontline. And this is where it gets incredibly real. For businesses here, the risk of armed conflict isn't some distant possibility. It is their number 1 or number 2 concern. For leaders in Ukraine and Latvia, it is the single biggest risk they face. In Estonia, it's number 2. This is where global politics stops being theoretical and becomes a tangible, everyday business reality. Now, this slide is just fascinating because it shows that contrast so perfectly. On the left, you've got Ukraine. Their top risks, they're completely dominated by the war. Armed conflict, attacks on critical infrastructure, even the threat of nuclear or chemical weapons. It's stark. Then look over at Hungary. It's a whole different world of worries. Inflation, the well-being of their citizens, an economic downturn. This is such a powerful reminder that Eastern Europe isn't a monolith. It's a deeply complex region with countries facing vastly different sets of pressures.
So, after all that, what's the big takeaway? What does all this data really tell us about what it's like to do business in this part of the world right now?
Here's the bottom line. Eastern Europe is basically a microcosm of this whole new global age of competition. It's the place where all the major fault lines of our world, the economic ones, the military ones, the societal ones, all converge and crackle. For businesses there, these aren't abstract ideas. They are daily operational headaches.
But look, the report doesn't just leave us there in despair. It actually offers this really powerful reminder. The outlook might be dark, sure, but the future is not set in stone. The path we end up on, well, that depends entirely on the choices that all of us make right now. It puts the ball back in our court. And that really leaves us with one final big question to think about. In this fragile new era, what is the greatest threat to businesses and prosperity in Eastern Europe? Is it the unavoidable storm of global conflict itself? Or is it our own failure to find new ways to work together to navigate that storm? That's something worth chewing on. Thanks for watching.